Hey everyone, alright, so in this video we're going to talk about the effects the Gateway project cancellation will or won't have on upcoming Marvel Land at Disney California Adventure. Okay, so for those not familiar with the whole situation, the Gateway project, the parking structure that was supposed to be built on Harbor Boulevard, was supposed to free up that transportation hub that currently sits in the Central Plaza between both parks. Okay, so it was going to free that transportation hub up so DCA can expand outward. Okay, now it butts up against DCA. It's essentially right behind the Monsters Incorporated Mike and Sully to the rescue. So the rumor, and again it was just a rumor, was that Marvel Land would be part of that and it would expand out into the transportation hub. Now, with the whole cancellation and the transportation hub staying where it's at, what does that mean? In terms of Marvel Land itself, I don't think it means a whole lot. I really don't. I mean, it's not like Disney's going to say, oh, well, we couldn't use that space, so we're just going to cancel Marvel Land. Not going to happen. Marvel Land's going to happen no matter what, okay? Just like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which had multiple different locations and scopes and scales. Because remember, Star Wars Land was supposed to be in Tomorrowland, like a sub area. And then it was going to encompass all of Tomorrowland. And then the final version was Behind the Rivers of America. Okay? I see no difference here with Marvel Land. They could essentially do the same thing. One version of that land could have included that transportation hub. But that doesn't mean that's the only version that'll work. Hollywood at DCA is terrible. It's a mess. Aside from Mission Breakout, there's not, Mission Breakout and the animation building, there really isn't a whole lot in that whole land to do. They have a lot of room to work with already, even without the transportation hub. Not to mention all the room behind Mission Breakout, the empty lot behind there, not to mention Bugs Land, which is totally expendable, okay? So there's still a lot of room to work with. And so, yeah, instead of Marvel Land extending out into the transportation hub, it might take over Bugs Land instead. Or it might extend out some other way in Hollywood. Or at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. That's what will happen though. The land will still get built. We're still going to get the Spider-Man ride. We're still going to get the Avengers ride. The layout of the land itself might change. It might be a different shape. It might, be more on the right side as opposed to more on the left side of Hollywood, or it might, who knows? But the land is still going to happen. The rides are still going to be the same. The quality is not going to be any worse. It's just a matter of what areas it takes over. That's essentially the only impact this transportation hub will have on Marvel Land. So I'm not worried about it at all. I'm really not. I'm not worried about it at all. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge went through the same exact process. Okay? Mice Age reported multiple times that they were thinking about various locations for Star Wars Land, Tomorrowland, and various parts of the park, and ultimately it ended up where it ended up. And that's going to be the same with Marvel Land. Okay, it's going to be around Mission Breakout, whether it is further to the right of Breakout or further to the left of Breakout. At the end of the day, does it really matter? So that's my opinion on it. I really don't think it matters too much. I think Marvel Land's going to happen no matter what happens with the transportation hub. It doesn't really affect it too much. And the only thing that really matters is that it'll just change the shape of the land or what area it takes over. Now keep this in mind too. Disney is full of surprises. They love to throw the fans for a loop. If I told you a week ago that Disney was going to get rid of ESPN Zone, Rainforest Cafe, the AMC Theater, the Starbucks, the Earl's sandwiches, you would have told me I was crazy. And look, they did that with the hotel that they just announced. They did that. So we have no idea what Marvel Land will do, where it will be. They might throw us for a total loop when they finally announce it. We'll all be like in shock. You never know. You never know. But in the overall scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Marvel Land is going to get built no matter what. and it's just a matter of what area it takes over. What do you guys think though? Comment below, let me know. I know you guys have a lot of opinions on this. I got a lot of comments about what about Marvel Land in my last video. So I know you guys have a lot of opinion. I love to hear from you guys. Comment below, like, subscribe. I do content on Disney all the time. And as always, have a marvelous day.